Today we have the honor to receive Pichai Pongsasaovapark, artist based in Bangkok. His more recent work is on conceptual art installations which address environmental and social issues. His work is in a number of public and private collections, including the Luciano Benetton Foundation, US National Institute for Health, and UN Regional Center in Bangkok. It is also in the landmark volume Spiritual and Material Contemporary Artists from Thailand. Kun Pichai, thank you so much for receiving us today in your studio. So could you please first tell us maybe about your work and creative process?
Thank you, Sabine, for having me on. I always try to do research and to inform and educate myself about certain topics and issues before undertaking the actual creative process. For my past art projects, I researched the connection between carbon emissions and climate change, human pollution, the geopolitics of climate change, rising seas, and urban flooding, the personal toll on farming communities from intense drought, use of agrochemicals in farming, and social media pressure. So for my most recent exhibition, A Disproportionate Burden, I conducted research over 2 years, traveling to areas in Thailand where farmers use dangerous chemicals and recorded interviews with them about their experiences. So many use chemicals, pesticides on their farms to go produce that was high quality and unblemished, which allowed them to deliver produce to consumer market demands and make a higher income from their sales. Then I visited chemistry professors who researched the toxicity of paraquat and interviewed farmers who cut and burn forests to create farmland. I gathered stories and witnessed farmers using chemical spray while confessing they knew that it was dangerous practice, even sending their produce and flowers to markets in the city and for export.
What's the main intention as you go deep into the substance of contemporary issues you are working on?
As a social issues and environmental activist artist, I seek to move hearts and minds, raise awareness, motivate action, and appeal to viewers emotionally. I want them to have insights into environmental challenges through my art. I would hope to be able to fuel a public discussion of the harm stemming from our neglect and disregard for our environment and nature of loss, both personal and global.
Today you are focusing on a new project, Net Loss. Can you maybe tell us about it?
Yeah, I address issues of personal loss, economic loss, and loss of environment through the eyes, words, and experiences of local Thai fishing communities. I believe that only those who share a common bond can feel free to express their feeling of loss, regret, and despair with each other. That is lost in the society of social media strangers. As climate change and ocean pollution damages local communities tied to open sea fishing, I want to capture their hopes and challenges to being able to continue their lives depending on the ocean for their livelihoods.
It's very interesting that you are addressing here the bond between people sharing the same challenges and loss indeed, especially as your work is key to address the missing link between those communities and the larger debate or social media. How do you foresee to link it further with institutions or networks supposed to serve those communities, as you were mentioning the possibility to fuel public discussions?
I think you touched on the hardest thing to do. The first thing is to raise awareness of their situation and make it known to those in position who are supposed to serve their communities. Second, to get the attention of policy makers and others in government and academia who can propose solutions that address their concerns. Telling their story, even through art, can be powerful.
And the final question, as you importantly underline the strain on people, how do you perceive your art contributing to the individual and collective mental well-being of those people going through such unfair struggles? And here I'm referring to the power of collective memory for collective consciousness.
For me, art can speak to people visually in ways that other speeches and print articles in newspaper cannot. Social media is too ephemeral in some way to make an impact, but what people see can make them think more about something. Images in tens of words can move people. Likewise, for the local fishing communities, it makes them hope that someone sees their plight and situation. When I took photos of farming families facing devastation from drought, some would thank me for telling their story and hoping that it would make a difference. Maybe I do the same with my Net Loss project.
Thank you very much, Kun Pichai, and all the best with your important work.